I'm Mama B,
Now, Mama Juju.
and we are Music Mamas on the Move podcast.
Today, we're honored to welcome a true South Carolina blues legend to the podcast, Dr. Mac Arnold. And born and raised in Pelsar, South Carolina, Mac has spent decades bringing his unmistakable bass playing, soulful voice, and down-home blues to audiences around the world. His musical journey has taken him from the upstate of South Carolina to stages along some of the greatest names in blues and soul. The Mac story is much more much more than music. It's a story of family, perseverance, Southern roots, and a lifelong passion for keeping the blues alive. So sit back, and get ready for some great stories with the wonderful Dr. Mac Arnold. Welcome to the show, Mac.
Thank you for being here.
We love this that you're here with us. What a treat.
It's exciting to be able to join such a great podcast.
Well, thank you very much.
Exactly.
Well, we're trying to really make sure we highlight the people that are important to music, and especially those from South Carolina. That's really where our focus is. But we're going to jump into a couple of questions with you. You grew up in South Carolina. What was the music like around you when you were a kid?
Quite a bit of music. We used to listen to the local radio, and we did a lot of music for the church. We was 13 siblings in my family, so we all had a part to do.
Y'all had a choir.
We had a choir. So I used to listen to the radio, and we found this station that was modulating from Nashville, Tennessee. The station was called letters was WLAC, Nashville, Tennessee. And a big John Richburg, who was one of the disc jockeys I remember.
Yeah.
And we used to listen to, that's how I began to listen to blues. I started listening to blues and found out that these people that I'm listening to was in the Midwest and up in Memphis and over in Detroit. And some of them went to Europe. And I said, well, I would like to meet these guys because I like what they're doing. So I caught the Greyhound bus and I went to Chicago. I went to Chicago, and from the things that I've been doing around here is much different than what's going on in Chicago.
I would imagine.
Music every night in Chicago. And, well, that got old fast. I got homesick. So I caught the Greyhound bus and came back to Greenville.
What age were you when you got the Greyhound?
I was 22 when I left, and when I went back, I was 24 years old.
Okay.
I caught the Greyhound bus back home and stayed here for like 6 months and bought a new car and drove to to Chicago. I spent from 1964 to 69 in Chicago, playing with everybody that I could get on the stage with. Mondays in Chicago was Blue Monday, all over Chicago. So I would grab an old bass and throw it in the back seat of the car and head around to the clubs. I'd go on the stage and play with somebody, a couple of songs, maybe, at least one song. Leave there and go to the next club. It was like that from 9 o'clock to 3:30 in the mornings on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when those were foul logging.
Well, going anywhere to do something to play, I mean, that hopping kind of thing, that you got to know what you're doing. You got to be a true professional to be able to carry that.
Trains you. It's good training, right? Because then you were really experiencing a lot of different music. So that really helped get those skills going.
Who was your favorite blues musician to play with during that time in Chicago?
Me? No, no, that was so many great musicians there. I had the great opportunity to travel with Muddy Waters Blues Band, and I got to travel a bit with B.B. King and A.C. Reed, John Lee Hooker,
Oh, wow.
Tyrone Davis, Albert King, a lot of people. I tried to get on the stage with everybody that I possibly could, and I had the great opportunity to do some traveling with some of them.
Right, right. Who do you think was the kindest musician that you worked with?
Muddy Waters.
Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Right. It's not like, you know, because a lot of times you don't really want to ask somebody who your favorite person was. It didn't, favorite is just an adjective, you know, but who was the kindest person? I mean, that takes a lot for their character.
Well, we talked like that about Tez Sherrard being very kind and humble person. And it shows along the
Sure. Sure is. He played drums for my band and me for a few years. He's a really nice person. He respects everybody, and I think a lot of him.
Yeah, he thinks a lot of you too. He does, he does. And really, because of him, we had the opportunity to be able to meet you because we came for Tez. That kind of leads to that you're a part of the South Carolina Music Entertainment and Music Hall of Fame. You are one of those members, and so you ended up being at that presentation, and that was just a treat for us. But because of the doors that have opened with Tez, we've been able to really connect with some wonderful people, and we're appreciative of that, very much so.
Yeah, I'm so humbled to be a member of the South Carolina Entertainment and Music Hall of Fame. I was inducted the 6 month, third day, 23.
Okay. All right. Well, our very first event that we came as the podcast was for 24. We'd only been doing this like 2 months.
right.
Nobody knew who we were. We asked, could we come in as media? And because we needed to start talking to the people that were important with us. It's a great opportunity. Marcus King, we grew up in the same neighborhood with the King family. So we thought, oh, this is a great opportunity. We'll do this. Marcus is being inducted. And they were kind enough to let us do that. We did not know what we were doing then. We were working with it. But hey, we were like, just like you, I'm fascinated with the foundation that says, is that I can do anything. Once we got approval that we could come in as media for the whole thing, we were like,
We didn't usually do anything. Oh, now they're important. They made us feel important. They did it. And it's great knowing that we were just starting out and making you feel important.
Yes.
Right?
It helps you really bear down and make sure that you're doing the right things.
Oh, yes. It can be difficult. But we've loved the opportunity to be able to have these conversations, with people that really do what we love.
It helps a lot.
Music.
It helps a lot. It puts a lot of information out there about the musicians themselves, and importantly, is the music. I would love to see from this 76,000 people, now 73,000 people we have in the school. I'd love to see 20,000 of them at least become exciting musicians.
Right?
pretty good goal.
That is a great goal. Yeah. And you're doing that. Tell us a little bit about that goal, because you got it going on.
Yes.
Okay.
We are booked up through the county, the school board. So we're going to do everything correct and make sure that every student understands the fundamental of the instrument that they would like to play. Mm-hmm. They have the chance to choose the instrument that they're looking at in my band, which is 5 members in the band. So
Good too.
Yes, and they can pick, thank you, and they can pick either one of those musicians at the instrument that they're playing. And the musician is savvy enough to teach them the fundamentals
Right.
and all the timings and all that stuff. We'll take time to do that one-on-one. And we also collect
That's pretty big.
we also collect musical instruments. We would like to have them playing when we receive them, but if we don't, if the instrument is good enough to repair, we'll have the I Can Do Anything Foundation will have it repaired and pass it on to a student that can't afford an instrument.
Yes.
Then the way that happens through the foundation, the instrument will be donated to the school.
Okay.
And then the school can furnish the instrument to the student, and the student is able to take the instrument home as well, because you don't want to separate ever from your instrument. You want to keep your instrument available all the time, because at a certain point, your instrument is going to start to talk to you. And you'll have this personal relationship with your instrument.
Yes.
And you appreciate playing it.
Absolutely. I couldn't say it better. I mean, licensed vocals good. Well, and I love that. I'm going to take that and go back to school tomorrow and just going to spew it back out.
Well, I tell you, if you keep your instrument around, you can't refuse to play it. There's something about it. It gives something will happen that say, "Oh, I need to play that. Oh, I need to play." It's that
It's
feeling.
wild that he was talking about that, because I don't play. I'm usually trained in keyboards, but I'm not. I don't play I don't play by ear very much. But mainly I can read a little bit, but I'm not very good at that. But I don't play guitar at all, right? And I had this guitar, and now that he said this, now that leads credence to what I was telling you.
Oh yeah.
I had this guitar call thing from a pawn shop. I'm at the red light up here, right up the street at Fast Cash. I had kind of looked at guitars through the years, and I don't really know why, but I'd always been drawn to them. And I'm sitting there, and something said, "The guitar you're supposed to buy is in this shop." And I ignored that for 2 weeks because everything I've ever really touched is too big. I walk in that pawn shop, and that 3/4 guitar was on the wall, and I was like, there she is. And the little girl's name that sold it to me, her name was Rose. And so I have Rose the guitar, and I don't play her, but I've strummed her a couple of times because it'll just call me. So your instrument does talk to me. I was sitting here going, okay, now everybody, I'm serious. Yeah, that's what happened to me.
And mine is named. Yeah, mine has a name. And she does talk. So you're correct.
That's wild. That is wild.
And that's hard to explain though to young people, right? Because here is something that is, if you're a vocalist, it's within you. If you're an instrumentalist, this is something that it's not part of you. So when you're very young and you pick it up, it's this extension, and trying to teach that it becomes a part of you.
It does. It becomes connected with the body instead of the mind, I think, because when I learn a song, everyone may not be this way, but I don't think I'm too much different than everyone else. All of us are crazy, but
Yes,
but when you're learning a song, it gets confused between your fingers and your mind. Once your fingers learn the steps that it's supposed to take, they'll do it automatically if you don't bother them. If you start trying to figure out what to do instead of playing it, it makes it more difficult for me. Once I learn the pattern, I don't worry about it anymore. I can't be looking at it and trying to figure out what did I do, because my fingers will do it.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a string player. And so I've always learned with music, I didn't learn like Suzuki methods all wrote and through the ear. Mine's all, okay, you read the music on the page. So then playing more improvisational and just using your ears has been a challenge for me because I'm not in that setting so much. But now I've played in churches where they were like, okay, here's a part chart. Oh, okay. All right. So now I get to just kind of make up things as I go. And so being able to change and switch that and having more freedom is very interesting.
Well, I learned backward. Uh, I learned to play by listening to the songs and getting the chord changes and everything down that way. And then once I got out on the road and started playing with everyone, my bass style playing, a lot of people wanted me to play bass for them in the blues field. So I had to go to college and learn how to read music so I could go to the studio and play a sheet that I've never heard the song at all, but I can play it now. So.
Right. That's neat. Are you self-taught?
Like I'm self-taught.
Self-taught. No. At what age did you start playing?
I started playing at 10.
At 10. Did any of your other family members play
Sure.
instruments?
My oldest brother is the one that encouraged me to play in the first place. He built the gasoline can back in 1945. And in 46, he took it to school and for show and tell. And he won first place. I was just a toddler, but it stuck in my mind and I had to do it. So every time he'd leave home, I'd play his guitar. He didn't want no one touching his guitar though, but we got over it and got through it. And
Do you still play? You still play the gas can?
oh yeah, every gig we play, I play the gas can. I love playing bass, but at my age and in my ability nowadays of holding that bass up, is about 2 songs.
Yes. You're like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I used to play that thing and dance around with it all the time. And all those years, I played bass for about 63 years.
It does. It takes a big toll on your body when you're performing like that. I mean, just her shoulders. We talked about that with all the violin and viola playing. And then you're talking about these heavy guitars, and there's
Sure.
song, and you're working with that, performing.
Speaking of dancing around, did you play on the Soul Train?
Well, I wasn't in the dance area. I was associated producer for Soul Train from 1971 to 1975.
I'm fascinated by that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When I realized that little tidbit about you, because maybe I knew that. I had read an article about you years ago, maybe when the Countryman album came out.
Yes.
And I had seen you at Fall for Grateful, so I think I had, gone on and looked at some stuff about that. My mind just went.
Oh, it's like, did you guys produce?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Associated producer for Soul Train.
That's great.
Yes.
What was it like working for Don Cornelius?
Well, he was quiet.
Was he?
Quiet guy, eh?
I can see
He
that.
wasn't hard to work with at all.
Right.
But, a lot of times people keep things hid. And he was real good at that.
Right.
No one ever knew the kind of problem that he faced
Right.
at that time. But
Well, he was, as far as production goes, this guy came on and put on Soul Train and made it a national phenomenon. Yeah, you didn't go on a Saturday morning, you saw American Bandstand and it was immediately followed by Soul Train. So every teenager, and because I was born in 63, so this would have been the time that I was really starting to get into music, and it was so fun. And then everybody that I was more fascinated with the dancing too, because but the dancers were so creative and they were out there showing us the latest things that when everybody were doing in the clubs. And so when I figured out that piece about Soul Train, I was like, oh man, what a wild thing, this thing that somebody from Pelsar, South Carolina was a part of Soul Train. Right? Just blew my mind.
Yeah, Don and I started to work together in Chicago.
Nice.
He was commentator for WVON radio station in Chicago, and he was the fundraiser for the station as well.
Okay.
For special activities. And my group, I had a group called Soul Invaders at that time that I used when I wasn't playing with everyone else. And we used to back up the musicians that Don would hire for fundraising in Chicago. So we got to play with a lot of big time groups from Motown.
Nice.
He did a lot of groups from Motown, and we
Boy, what a time that was.
had a great time. I tell you, it was an experience.
Well, the music from that era is just phenomenal. I love all genres. I can appreciate every bit of it.
Sure.
And it's not that anything is even bad in my mind. It's like one of our guests has said before, it's people are just different. And the different genres for me was just, there was always something there. Like, just like, well, with the CD that I have, I bought it Fall for Crinkle from 2008 was when that album.
We're around there.
Somewhere around there. And yeah, Kakalaki Twang,
Yes.
my favorite cut.
We still play that. That's our last song.
Oh.
Because we represent North Carolina.
Yes, when you start out with that, just that, I'm like, I was trying to put my finger on it because I put it in today. I hadn't listened to it in a while, and I put it in my disc player because I still have one in my car. Still found it, and I know the grind anointing there, and I'm like, that's the song I always loved so much. I thought, what is it that's I navigate to it, and it's because when you listen to it, you feel free.
Right.
There was it came to me today and I was like, that's what I feel. There is freedom in this song. And I love that.
That song covers a lot of territory.
Yes, it does.
It covers country. It covers blues. It covers rock. The whole spiel. Everyone gets into it when we play it. It's amazing. But you're correct. It makes you feel different.
Does. Like if you're not sure that you ever are going to dance in public, if that song comes on and you're not free. We're not free. And I'm like, no, you're not free. You need to listen to this and that. Sorry. Oh, you're a true South Carolinian if you can Kakalaki.
I went, but people will not. I was talking to an artist that we're going out to support in Texas, and she's pretty big in the world of Texas, and I wanted to send her, if I could find it, that on YouTube and send it to her so that she could understand what I'm talking about. Because I asked her today, I was like, Brooke, we're gonna interview a pretty big guy in the blues world. I was like, do we have what questions should we have just to see what another artist would say? And she's like, oh, I don't know, Julie.
Well, all of the interviewers, we're just the people who play. And I was like, okay, well, that's fair. So, yeah. So what keeps you excited about performing after all these years?
Well, it's the music and the people.
Right.
I enjoy playing. I enjoy sending a positive message to my audience. I'd like to keep everything clean, family-wise, and present myself as I wish everyone else would present themselves and stick to real things.
Right.
Yes, I try to be as real as possible. I'm too old now to go to jail. Yeah, because
Yeah, we don't do that.
No.
It would be a death sentence.
But now, we would come and bail you out if you needed some.
Well, I try to keep it real so I don't go there. But anyway, playing with musicians that I play with now, Max Hightower and also Brazier and all the rest of the guys, it's tremendous feeling to be on stage and don't have to worry about what is that guy going to play at the end of this bar? Is he going to come back at the right time, or is he going to come back in the wrong note, or what is going to happen? You don't even have to worry about that. We've been playing together for 23 years.
Right.
So,
And you just feel it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We have become one.
Yes.
Y'all were pretty amazing together. I sure were.
Do you have anybody that you haven't played with that is like on that, list that you would be like, oh, this is one person that I didn't play with that I'd really like to have had that experience?
Cab Moore is one that I have in the basket. Yes.
Okay.
Cab. I like the stuff that he does because it makes sense. It's real. It talks about the life of people he know, like the songs that I write. And you write songs from true experiences. Yes, I like that.
I think he's coming to the Peace Center again in November.
Well,
I saw that.
last time he was at the Peace Center, we were there, him and I.
Nice.
Yeah, I went and met him. We had a great time together. He did
I have not seen him perform, but I need to have that on my list.
You would love him. You would love him. He's real. Gives you a different feeling about what you're listening to. It's the song he's singing. He takes you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I love a storyteller.
yes, yes, indeed.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think makes South Carolina special when it comes to music? Because we are a special state. We've got some insane talent in this state.
Well, so many genres in this state as well. We don't have a solid field in reggae, and I wish we did, because it's all about the music for me. I know there's a lot of political stuff goes on with reggae, but the spirit about it is just so great. It has a great spirit. And
It really does.
yes, but we have a lot of genres of music here. And, I've gotten to the age of 84 now, and I feel that it's time for me to do something a little different along with the blues, because whatever I do, it started from the blues in the first place.
Correct.
So-
all music started with blues.
So I thought I'd do an album doing Americana music.
Oh, is that in the works for you?
It's very close in the works.
Well, that's going to be good.
I'm tickled about that. Well, we can't wait that. We didn't realize we were going to get a little tidbit. Well, the other thing is, before we close, we probably do need to wrap up a little bit. We've probably been talking a good 30 minutes now, right? How did your Cornbread and Collard Green Festival get started?
Well, this is a 30-minute story.
Oh, I don't know that I can get it on the drive. Actually, Mac.
Well, when Mac Arnold Plate Full of Blues first started, we didn't have a name. So we would meet up at my house every weekend, and we would rehearse, especially on Sundays. We would sometime on Saturdays, but and Sundays as well. But most of the time it was on a Sunday. Well, I like to cook, and I like to grow vegetables in the garden as well. So I would go out and gather up some vegetables and go someplace and grab some meat and start up my grill, and I would have a cookout while we were rehearsing. And every Sunday we'd have this big spread of food. We'd sit down and eat, and we'd do a little more rehearsing after we eat, and we'd have a great time. In fact, we had so many people at the house we had to leave. Too many people started coming to the house every weekend. So we.
I'm sure Martha appreciated that, right?
Well, she was in there with them. She enjoyed it. But anyway, we rehearse whole year at the house every weekend and play out nowhere. Then at about the 10th month, we started figuring out we've been playing all this time. We don't even have a name for the group. So a few names flew around, and we accepted some of them for a minute, and we were throwing it out. That one doesn't work. Came up with Plate Full of Blues because I cook every Sunday, and we fix our plates, and we play blues. So Plate Full Old Blues is what we named the group. That's how we came up with the name.
Nice. Nice. When did, what year do you think you started the festival?
The festival was 2006, I think. 2007. That is correct.
So now you're coming up on 20 years with it this year, or did we consider this year the 20th year?
Okay.
This will be the 21 coming up.
Yeah. I was in Nashville while that was going on this year because I really wanted to come, and then I was in there for my daughter's 30th birthday.
And you did that in April?
I think it was the second Saturday, you guys? Second Saturday in April. So we'll make, and it's down your house.
It's going to be. It's going to be in April in Fountain Inn next year,
Nice.
2027.
Now, when will you, because you have several people on the lineup, when will you be announcing the lineup?
I'll contact the lineup in October.
On the 10th.
In October.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So in October, we need to be watching for that. Some of that day was one.
Yes. And more than likely it'll be the 10th of April.
It's coming up in 26. So we'll make sure
We haven't nailed it down yet, but I'm optimistic that it will be on the 10th of April.
perfect. Perfect.
That's great. Well, you have, so I'm going to recap because you have a lot. Speaking of a full plate, you have a full plate, right? Yeah, you do. Okay, so you have your cornbread and collard, right? Festival that we were just talking about on the 10th of April.
Yes, and we play regular gigs. Then we would do blues in the schools as well.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hit back on. So blues in the schools, which is what we were talking about earlier.
That is correct.
Okay.
And we have blues in the schools in October,
Okay. So starting in
all the way to February. I think we miss the Christmas season,
December.
and we start back in January.
And you do a different school each month?
Do a different school each month, 3 days at the school. The curriculum, each day is set up for the students to be a part of 3 songs that we have them to play. And then we set it up with them the first day, and we have a curriculum
Okay.
for them to provide. We also have it online as well. Anyone can go to icandoanythingfoundation.org, and you will find the website there. Facebook, a website as well.
Okay.
For I Can Do Anything Foundation.
Now, can people make a donation out to
Yes,
the
there-
foundation?
There's a kiosk. There's a kiosk on the website.
Okay, perfect. We want to make sure we get that word out. We have a lot of folks who in the upstate who support live music and our artists, and So I think a lot of our viewers would really love that opportunity to know how to do that.
That would be a lovely thing because the foundation is not charging the schools for the teaching. The foundation is accepting donations for that reason.
Right, and instruments.
And
Awesome. Well, guys, we are going to have to wrap it up. They do have some other folks coming in to do some vocals in the studio today. So Poe Mill was very generous. Thank you, Poe Mill, for giving us the opportunity to film it and record in the tracking room here. These people are super special. They are wonderful. But Mac, we just can't thank you enough for being here with us, for sharing space with us. Honestly, it's an honor.
It is an honor to sit in the same room with you and it really is encouraging for someone who is also, musician lovers.
yes.
And you just inspire us. So thank you for that. They do. Well, we appreciate you too. So,
All right, we'll see you next time, guys. Keep rocking.
yeah.
Adios.